Hmm. I really forgot to charge my freaking phone, man. Man. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh god, no. Oh. 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 That boy. What you gonna do? Rain, shirt, John Brown, come for you. Please not, no break. That's so, no break. Find the gun for you. What you gonna do? Hey! Oi, Maddie. Maddie the baddie. How you doing, Maddie the baddie? What's going on with you, Maddie the baddie? What are you doing, Maddie? Why did you short finger so bigly today? It's cause my finger's big. It counteracted with the other finger and it went down. I said, don't compete with this finger, cause this finger is fat as fuck. Not having a bad time with you. Hey, hey, hey. Twisting away from me, that I don't play. Lion needs some boom chicka wow bow wow. Yeah, I'm gonna get that later. I'm just waiting for my love of my life. Um, let's hear William visiting a Taco Bell for the first time. Ah, ah. All right, you guys. I'm over here pulling up with Lucky next to Taco Bell, and we're gonna order a burrito. What do they call those? Chalupa. Right hand or left hand? I'm gonna give you the chalupa. Lucky's gonna give you the taquito. Right, Lucky? Good boy. Oh, Lucky. Yo! What is going on? Y'all. This is the one and only line of all trades here with another I guess you want to call it segment. I don't know. What you want to call it? Oh no! What did I do? Stop it! Stop it! So Lucky's gonna give Lion the tamale. Things be crazy on the Discord for real, for real. Yo, what Discord you talking about? The, and I think that I said last week that it was gonna take another 2 weeks. So I just need one more week to set it up. And I promise that Discord is gonna be ready for y'all to do your shenanigans and talk a whole bunch of good stuff. You know what I mean? Okay, got someone here. No, not for that. You perv. What? What are you talking about? Who we got? There's nobody. So catch you later. All right, have fun, bro. Just remember to use your left hand. Use your left hand, man. Shenanigans. That's right. But so speaking of shenanigans, we got ordeal here. We gotta sell some fun time here, and you know that fun just went through a 1 for 50 stock split, reverse stock split. Um, then after that, had a major rip. Um, a lot of people were like, "What is this? What is going on? Why is Fun doing this? Why is Fun having a fun time? I don't know." But like, man, this thing went from the bottom of like six no, actually $6 to a high of 1689. Fun was actually having fun. It was showing off to these other stocks that did reverse splits and be like, hey, look at me. I bet you couldn't do this. And this thing really ripped over 120%, maybe 140. So it closed today at 1241. And with a low of 852. And that's after the stock split. So you said the SPX? My goodness. So if we take a look at the SPX, you can see that on the daily here. You got my computer starting to freeze right now. Okay, never mind, it's moving. We're having some weak action here. And nah, it's not really weak actually. Because it's still looking pretty steady here on the bands. Banning me jeggings. This candle is actually looking really weak. You can see it printed off a nice little negative what do you call these candles? This looks like it could lead to a drop later on within the next couple of days. Plus the RSI is just about overbought and about to climb back down. If we take a look at what's going on, I think we have Jerome Powell. I think Jerome Powell is speaking. It's like a Tuesday thing. I think it's a hearing. I think it's right here. Let's see. He needs to get proper blood flow in his left hand, so he needs to sit on it for a while, for like maybe a good half hour, and then let all that blood rush back in. So we have on the 7th, We have Fed Chair Powell testimony. Do you believe that? We have a testimony going on here. So on the 6th, actually, in 2 days, we have the first part of the Powell testimony at 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time. And at the same time, we have Jolt's job openings. What an interesting combination there. And then we have the second part at the same time, 10 o'clock on the 7th. So I wonder, I just wonder what type of action we would actually see for the SPY, SPX, or the market in general, as he opens his big, nasty, dirty mouth. And currently, the SPY, as we speak, we closed at 512.30, and on the 4-hour chart here, you see there's some tightness here in these bands, and we got an arrow here indicating that there's going to be some downside. Depends if it actually doesn't if it doesn't reject the 21-day moving average exponential. We could see this bouncing right back over, but it's right now it's turning red. It's tight. It might expand, and we might just start turning back down for the SPY. We have a cross here on the MACD, and the first bar that is red. Matt likes it tight like that, and he likes it really red and bloody, like how the market's supposed to be. So if this is any further indication there that we could see some type of exhaustion, or we could be seeing perhaps a potential head and shoulders on the 4-hour here. So we have shoulder, potential head, and then maybe the next shoulder, which could be anywhere around here. So we could drop within that time frame. The testimony, which is on Wednesday and Thursday. So maybe perhaps we get a drop in the SPY, or if he decides to say things that might react otherwise and continue its uptrend for some reason. And there's been a lot of people that have been calling 520 on the SPY. So, there's just it's a lot of back and forth right now, and just trying to figure out what the true sentiment of the market is. Because in my honest opinion, this is bull. And not bullish, but I mean bull-ish with a T. And I would like to think that somehow, some way, at some point, we're definitely going to be seeing this peak out and finally get some exhaustion and finally see the SPY perhaps fulfill, in my opinion, head and shoulders, and then knees and toes. Straight down to 400 or below, in my prediction. Don't quote me on it, but that's in my intuition, and that's my sentiment for the SPY. It just cannot go any further than 520. If it turns around an occasion with Powell's testimony, if it all aligns itself, what I think could be the trigger or the catalyst for things to finally start coming down and finally have Powell touch his knees and toes and probably stick his head in between his legs. But anyways, let's move on to GTII. And before I get into this, TA, just want to say thank you guys for joining. Why don't I have my music on? I just totally forgot. I just realized I don't have the music on. It's supposed to be nice and chill. But I'd like to thank you guys for joining the stream. As always, as usual, it's always a pleasure. And for y'all watching, showing love, and you guys taking the time out of your day to be with me here. So thank you. And by all means, I gotta say it all the time. So anything that I say in this stream, strictly my opinion, and it's not financial advice. Your own decision maker of your own money and your investments and what you do at the end of the day, as long as you are safe. But with that being said, let's get right to it. Show that love, hit that like button, and we'll just see what's going on with GTII now and why it's consolidating. And it's been consolidating for the past week and a half, maybe almost. If the SPY goes by 520, will you donate a kidney to Jerome Powell? Nah. I would donate a kidney stone though. But let's talk about it though. Let's talk about this because this is actually quite interesting what we got now for GTII. And what does this all mean? We have a day. Well, we've been having a week that's just been quite dead. And talk about dead as in the volume for today compared to yesterday. We only traded 120,470 shares compared to yesterday, which was only 139,713. Where is shares coming from, you may say? Because I know a majority of them are still holding, buying and holding. I don't know what the case is, but I'm pretty sure majority of the shareholders are holding. Probably traded the float like so many times. I think Maddie knows. But here's the thing. So we have talked about GTII staying over 25 cents in that level of support in that area, you know. I do have the line here at 24, but I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be around 25. But same thing. And now that we notice, again, this is on the 4-hour chart, that the bands here are now becoming a little bit more tight, a little bit more tighter. And now it's flat. It's holding, it's consolidating, it's flat, and now we have a candle that's printed above the last one, which had closed on spot 2662 and bouncing off from 0 spot 252, and we closed at 2720 spot 2720, and we're up. We were closed at we closed at 0.74%. So technically, that's still in the green to me. So 2 green bars on the 4-hour chart. I think that pretty much breaks the potential algorithm here. And seeing what it actually does in the next few days. And one thing that I can show you that would indicate this, and perhaps we see this next move to the upside and finally breaking back over 30 cents, maybe 35 cents before this week is over. And the MACD, ladies and gentlemen, the MACD is pretty much trying to find its bottom and to finally curling back over. You can see the dark red bar here is finally increasing back in momentum to the upside. And now the RSI, you see, is the same thing too as well. You hit that oversold territory. You hit a little double bottom here in the RSI, and now we're slowly climbing back up, and we got ourselves a little green arrow. So that's supposed to confirm us that we have more upside potential. Either tomorrow or somewhere along this week. You don't know. TTM squeeze. We got that dark orange bar, so we're moving back up. So it's all lining up together. And like I said with the volume, it's definitely quiet. Too quiet for my taste. It's like if it was a calm before the storm. And you know how storms after, when everything is calm, is the most dangerous, the most strongest. That would actually be nice to see, because then we would actually be able to see this finally get to that move, and perhaps in my prediction to see GTII finally break over 35 cents to hit the next level of resistance at 40 cents and hold it from there. So that is definitely a possibility. And I like to see it. And I would love to see it. Because there has been a whole lot of patience in holding the stock. And I'm pretty sure that a lot of people would like to finally see the end of this and come out profitable with a victory, whatever the case is. I just know that eventually it has to happen sometime soon, in my opinion. Please, GTII. What is going on? Now you heard my my sentiment on GTII, and that is my take on it. I'm not going to view any other time frames, because I'm sure that this is what it's looking like, in my opinion. And as long as that's the case, and as long as there's more volume pouring in, then you know that something is bound to happen. So that's my take on it. DBMM, Digital Brand Media. And since you say that it is in the same pool of counterfeits like GTII, and I've heard it before too as well, and that I agree. And I'm pretty sure Finger is also in that category too as well. Maybe there is going to be some type of correlation in the way these two are moving, which would be pretty interesting to see. So what we think about this, as both of them are in some ways on the right track. And we are seeing a similar bull flag, just like GTII and DBMM together. But of course, DBMM is having its little momentum here as we take a look here. Look at that. Isn't that interesting? We have a similar trend here. Check this out. You're absolutely right. And this is interesting. Wow. So, I want to actually show you this. This is both on the 4-hour chart, but this is like starting to look a lot similar. These indicators here. So we have the movement here. And the RSI too as well, picking right back over. Same algos, you probably might ask. Maybe. This could turn right around and start turning green. Both GTII and DBMM are creamer NSS, as you know. But DMM showed some remarkable movement in the past 2 weeks. Say less. Say word. Let's check this out. So we're talking about 2 weeks. We go to the daily chart. And that is, wow. You're absolutely correct on that. Definitely. Holy moly. Just look at that trend. This is a trend worth looking at. This here, this is a beautiful setup, in my opinion. Oh yeah. Oh, you're definitely looking like you're looking at a potential sort of like like a cup and handle, maybe. Hold on, that was sloppy. Sloppy jalopy. Kind of like one of these movements here. Wow. I just find this magnificent. You're heavy into DBMM? GTII? Wow. Just wow. Look at that. Nice green bar there on the TTM squeeze. Looks like it's gaining back in momentum, which is good to see. Looks like the RSI could flatten out and try to move back up. And then the MACD. The MACD, we have a little breakout happening right here. It's a little bounce. Heavy, nice. Nice. And you got it in a good average too. Shit, you be all set. What was the highest that it actually reached here? What we got here? We got so we got a penny. The highest was almost 2 cents here back in June. beginning of June of last year. But before that, looks like we had a similar rally here. Looks like it's like we're almost back to where we started, which is right around here. And then we had the massive rip here from I would say from 2 fractions of a penny, 0.002 to a high of almost 3 cents. And that is huge. That's a huge gain, by the way. If you think about it, stack up a good amount of shares. That's a huge move. So don't underestimate the pennies, because oof. Let's see. Another TA analyst said that some cycle in DBMM should end in July. Then from there it could explode 20. Is that 20,000%? He said, but there are also gaps down at 3 fractions of a penny, so 0.0005 or so. Wow. So let's see, where is that? Well, here is okay. Looks like the lowest here was 0.00034. Okay. And from here, I had a little run. So like down. So if you think about it, this is, what is it? This is 1 cycle, 2 cycles. Should this count as a cycle? No. Maybe this could count as another cycle. Black Belt Trader. I've never watched him before, but I will check him out for sure later on. Because now you got me a little curious. I'd say, I mean, if this event would occur just about the same, I mean, I would think that it would at least try to retest 2 cents. What did the Black Belt Trader, end of July? The way this moved, I think. It could take a month though. I mean, he says that by the end of July. July is right over here. The end of July. But I think anything can happen between that time though. From July and now. So still have potential to How do we check them? But I must delete that message because it was an elite membership video. It's not. Okay, no, yeah, for sure. I might have to edit. I might have to edit this video. Shoot. I might have to like edit that out. Well, I mean, I don't even know because like he doesn't even watch me, so I'm a underground I'm a underground streamer. I guess it was a fractal based TA. So he was printing off old fractals from before and just adding it to like real time what's going on. All right, buddy. Thanks for joining in on the conversation, and thank you for sharing that too as well, and looking at DBMM together. You have a great night. Thanks for having you. Take care. Yeah, even the VWAP is has a nice bounce. You got the 21-day moving average exponential, the 8-day having a nice bounce over the 200-day moving average exponential, and the 50-day just inches away of doing a golden cross, which is of course a bullish indicator. So anytime you see this, that is a cause for more movement to the upside. That so much that perhaps a penny is uh, a potential um, level to look at. But all I'm saying is, even getting at this range, at this price, in my opinion, not financial advice, like you know, I figured that would be a nice move from where it's at now to a penny, or over a penny, maybe 2 cents. Where's Zelly? My guest want to listen to some music, and she knows where to go. Oh man, yeah, I figured. Which reminds me, put some music on, huh? Let's show us some music before going over the next ticker. But overall, though, let me check out the hourly too. Oh, that is nice. Yeah, overall, like the trend for DBMM it's looking really promising, in my opinion. It's really looking nice. We even have the bands here expanding in the green. If you notice here, you see you got the red, and then it just starts to turn around, move to the upside, and the bands start to turn green. If this starts to expand itself in the green, like so, like it did here, then you definitely will see that retest of a penny. Yeah, I think she just KO'd. I don't know. Um, I would think that she would actually wake up to the stream, but I mean it's understandable. She does deserve the rest more than ever, and yeah, but it's cool though. It's cool though, but I do miss her having her here. So and everyone asks for her, but it's been quiet tonight. Is it because it's a Monday today? Is that why, or is there somebody else streaming right now that it's actually a little quiet? Even though I have six in the chat right now, which I do appreciate you tuning in. I wish you guys can like join in the conversation, for free. Don't be scared, you heard. Don't be scared, you heard. So let's all conversate with each other, learn about each other, learn about what tickets that we in, and just sharing information. Feel me? Hmm. Was there any other news here? Wow, the only update on the live news for DBMM was on the 30th of November. So if we take a look here, what it says that the DBMM group updates market on unprecedented year with positives looking into 2024. So they had filed the 10K on November 30th of last year. In a year that tested the resilience of businesses globally, DBMM looks back to at the challenges faced with unwavering determination and stands today with a defined sense of optimism for the future. DBMM has emerged stronger, more adapted, and poised for success in 2024. So that's the only good news to hear about. And it looks like it's showing. I think it wants to make 2024 its year. So it's we're gonna just keep a close eye on DBMM right now. It did close up 26% in the day. ZJYL actually started gaining some movement here. We had thought before that we would probably see more downside, maybe because of the market conditions or something like that, but we see now that there is something going on with ZJYL. You also see that there is, in fact, a change in the bands. It started losing momentum on the bearish side and now is starting to finally gain some type of traction, some type of momentum on the bullish side. As you see the green bands here, I can zoom in a little bit more. Right here. Which is definitely, in my opinion, a good sign. We have something going on here. We also see that you got the 8-day moving average exponential crossing over the 21, which is a bullish indicator too as well. And just seeing these three green candles in general, I think they're gonna push it here before earnings, which is actually tomorrow after market. So we could either see this continuation to the upside and try to retest $9 tomorrow for ZJYL. Maybe with the volatility that it has, we can see this push beyond that, maybe $10, which would be cool, because I know there's still a lot of people holding this stock, in my opinion, and perhaps if that's the case, perhaps next level 12 and change. So we'll just see what happens here. We'll just expand this a little bit. See what happens there. But looking at the indicators though, I like the fact how it looks here. Honestly, here in the 4-hour, the band's increasing in the bullish momentum in the green. Nice 3 candles here. Possible hammer candle about to push more to the upside. What does the RSI say? Apparently it's overbought, but I don't know. This thing has been interesting, how it's moving, but you can see as well that we have that momentum to the upside. It's bright green. It's a good thing. And what about the TTM squeeze? What can you show me? What are we doing here? Oh, okay. So the TTM squeeze finally breaking to the upside here in the green, which means more a bullish confirmation. That's pretty cool. Alright. So let's look at the hourly real quick. Wow. That's nice, actually. So $9 could be the next resistance. So we need to test $9 for CJYL and to break over that to maintain that momentum, maintain that trend to the upside, and still has long ways to go in order to finally see. Damn, where's the Geez, the 200-day moving average exponential for the hourly chart is all the way up here at where $23.36. Jeez, that's crazy. So it's that's the sentiment right now for ZJYL. Can cool off a little bit. You could either cool off a bit, try to fall back to like 750 or something, or 720, and then try to another bounce, or we could just see this continue to the upside. But yeah, just watch out for that. NFA. What is going on with OCGN? What is the news on this? What are we doing here? What is the trend? What is the trend? Apparently there is earnings for tomorrow before market open. And for OCGN news, this was on the 28th. So nothing new. It's just the fact that the clinical showcase webcast is now available for show at their website. So we're still waiting on, I guess, like we're waiting on earnings tomorrow before market, and see what kind of result we have for OCGN. Let's go, Joseph Perezzi. How's everything? My boy, what do you think about AMC? My man, what is going on? AMC. For some reason, it's not hard to borrow, but it's hard to believe. You know what I mean? So from my understanding, they had just got earnings before, and for some reason it wasn't expected. It dropped, but then it maintained above $4 to me was the main level of support, but it's been staying above 425, as you can see here. Here I'm on the 4-hour. Yeah, I'm on the 4-hour chart, and I think that at this last candle, it was actually gaining back. You saw it at close to the end of the market, where we saw a reversal, and we can get a retest because now you see the bands here of green here. This is supposed to be the bullish bands. Here's the bearish bands, but we're flat and consolidating, so this can definitely start to turn right back around in the long term of things. And I would say like the resistance would have to be around 450 tomorrow. But if it continues this way and it starts to come back down, bearish case scenario, Joseph, we could hit below 420. And if so, maybe around 415. Test these wicks out over here. So I'm just gonna put this here for reference, just in case. And I'm gonna leave this here at, what is that, at 460? What did I say? Was it 470? So 470 right here. And so what was the latest? They had the Dune Part 2, earned $32 million in blockbuster style debut. So they're just announcing their revenue from that movie. I'm sure that adds to like the concession stands and all that stuff. But overall though, I mean, like, even though I'm not really into the whole news thing, I just think overall that we have to just like watch out for those levels. But if you're a long-term investor and buying and holding, I mean, shoot, do you, because if you're averaging down, non-financial advice, I still believe that this is far from falling below. We can put this over here. And $4 is still a major support, even if it did start to pull back. And that's also due to the market conditions, because quite frankly it still has some effect, unless theoretically speaking AMC decouples from the SPY, GME and others, and all hell breaks loose, and now AMC is on the loose, now working inverse with the SPY, and trying to see if we can finally see some type of volatility, some type of volume coming in strong, hot, wild. You see it here. And heck, if you want to put it in this way, long time trapped. Yes, we feel trapped in a way, because we've expected the inevitable, which is of course true, because eventually the inevitable is still yet to happen. But of course the biggest catalyst, which is of course, in my opinion, the crash, and firms getting in trouble, burning down, closing positions, margin calls, you name it, the list goes on. That is all it takes for something to trigger and for this to set off and expose everything that they have been doing for all these years. But just take that as a long-term investment. So while you're still putting in money into shares of AMC and averaging down and pretty much growing your position, you're still doing your thing, you're still doing your grind, you're working hard. But eventually it's going to be sitting back there in the back of your portfolio, chilling until the day comes. And that is when you don't have to work as hard anymore. That's how I see it. You could just, have it little by little, just put in what you can. Not financial advice, of course. Set it back there in the portfolio. You could do your little side plays too as well, and continue making that money ball rolling, growing, and just working hard. And then eventually things are gonna come to fruition. So just hang in there, stay positive. You're putting your full conviction into this play. I see a lot of people doing it. And to me, this is a big movement. It's a big movement, and everybody's watching. So my take on it for now, short-term wise, just watch out. Don't freak out if market conditions turn crazy. You have Jerome Powell talking on the 6th and the 7th at 10 a.m. Eastern time. It's a testimony. Who knows? He might say the wrong things and the whole market could just freaking collapse. But that could be the catalyst. Who knows, man? It's just saying. But I'm still very optimistic about AMC, and I think that eventually AMC is going to retrieve its gains, bounce off from these levels, either here or $4. You're gaining in momentum here on the TTM squeeze. What else we got here? This is on the 4-hour chart, so we're just doing TA. This is still, in my opinion, good. So we just need the RSI to continue moving up to that overbought territory. Even though the RSI doesn't really mean much to me, because look at the SPY, and look at how the RSI has been breaking new levels technically, and so I wouldn't even worry about it, because Look at that. Even the MACD is finding itself a little bottom. Momentum still trying to increase to the upside. And then we cross over. We test these levels of resistance at 470 and 5. 5 is still going to be that target. So, yeah, just watch out for that. Watch out for that. As soon as you least expect it, before this week is over, and then you see this back at $5. That'll be fun to watch. So that's my take on it. That's my sentiment on it. AMC, and I appreciate your comment, Joseph, Perezi, and keep holding, keep diamond handing, like they say. All right, so I appreciate you for that. And that's my take on that. The same thing goes for GME. Same thing with GME, but only a different scenario right now, as we're seeing this. Actually, this is actually looking pretty nice, pretty good. Look at that. Let me see this. How do I? Let's see. Huh. Wow. This looks nice. What do we have? Stayed at 1522 here for GME. MACD is almost topped out. Also, the RSI is overbought apparently. TTM squeeze is still in the green, going up in momentum. If we see the bands, let's see. Let's check out the bands right now. And it looks like we're gonna have ourselves a golden cross here sometime soon, within tomorrow. So it'll be something like this, like that. We have that cross, that golden cross, and then we have a nice bounce. Oh, let me zoom in a little bit. Oh shoot, hold on. Okay, let me just. So let's see. So maybe we see another leg up from here. So we would have to look in breaking past 1560 and 1580 tomorrow. If it stays above 1508, 1520 here, was this? It almost reached 1560 today. So it has to retest 1560 and to reach past 1580 for GME. What up, Mark? There's not much of a party, honestly, unfortunately, man. But I'm hanging. We had some decent conversations with others, like Joseph, GTII, Jeggings, Maddie, and that's it though. But hopefully your Monday is doing well. I'm gonna probably cut it off a little short. And Zelly is, I don't know, knocked out. I woke up and it's like, oh wow, he's not streaming. Okay, well. It's probably like, oh wow, So, what up, Rifty? The Rifty #1. Dang you, bro. Thank you. Man, thank you for joining, man. The chat. Hopefully you're having a good Monday night. I'm at work now after having 2 long weeks of vacation. Now back to the grind. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Back to the grind. Grinding. Keep making them profits. Keep stacking. Keep building. And eventually you don't really have to work as hard as you are doing anymore. And eventually we'll get to the promised land together with everybody else. Just as long as you're hedging your positions and you're making sure you're protected and y'all playing this as disciplined. Just continue to make your gains and keep compounding, keep grinding. And that's it. Jimmy is looking nice though. I ain't gonna lie though. The bands itself, like his bands just straight green. And then we got the golden cross potentially right down to 4 hours. So this is gonna be interesting. So we only gotta hold is, support would be 1490 around there. But if it bounces off that, you could look at 1560 as that level of resistance. And the next goal is 16. So 16 is the next goal. It's the next level. So feel free to look out for that. Let's see what we got in the hourly. Hold on, what is this? I don't do that. What else is going on with you, Mark? And the Rifty 1. Feel free to show some love, man. And once again, thank you for joining me on the stream, and thank you for your comment. It's always appreciated. The bands looking stronger than ever. So again, this hopefully doesn't peak out and start pulling back, but this has to stay above. It has to stay above 15 and break through 1520. Next leg up to 16. I would love to see that. Again, it's just my opinion. Anyway, I'm gonna actually call it a night. I know it was a little bit shorter than usual, but I just have a lot going on right now at the moment, so hopefully you guys can understand. And just a little tired too, to be honest. Like my body's feeling a little tired, so but thank you for taking the time, out of your night, out of your day to join me. Mark, my apologies. I know we didn't get to talk that long, but I always appreciate you, man. So thank you for being here. And let's see what happens tomorrow. So I'm just gonna keep an eye close on AMC, GME, GTII, DBMM, OCGN with earnings before market open, ZJYL as ZJYL is actually coming back up, trying to retest $9. MNPR, by the way, if you notice, MNPR is trying to gain back. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go back into that, but but anyways, yeah, man. Let's check in tomorrow, same time, 8 o'clock. I'd like to thank again Maddie, Jeggings, GTII, Joseph Perezi, the Rifty One, and especially you, Mark. I appreciate you, man. You have a blessed night. Zali couldn't make it, fortunately, but you know, deserve the rest more better. It's just deserve the rest. So by all means, yeah. If you have any other suggestions too as well, you know, feel free to like let me know. Yeah. So for now, catch you later. Have a blessed night again, and stay blessed. Peace out.